Welcome to another breaking news. Breaking news with your boy 18 Willing. Listen, last week was crazy. I know. Today ends that crazy day with the safety blitz where you got DOT looking not only for brakes that's faulty, but you got DOT and ICE agents. They teaming together to get a lot of illegal immigrants in the trucking industry out of the trucking industry. It's been crazy. I know it has. I've been seeing a lot of videos out there. Not only that, but the illegal U-turn the week before that happened in Florida. I just want to say this. My condolences to the family that was involved in that. Like just from the 18 Wheeler Network and the family over here is we have deep condolences for that incident. So this, y'all already know we getting straight to it. The ATA has something to say. They got something to say, man. And the ATA, also known as the American Trucking Association, is calling for enforcement surge. They trying to crack down. They want to crack down, and I think they're going to crack down on truck drivers who do not meet high standards. They believe that. They stand on that. And now they speaking up, man. They speaking up. So if you out there driving, it's gonna be a rough year. If you're driving illegal, if you got anything going on that don't have professionalism tied to it. Let's get more in deep to it, man, and depth to it. The ATA issued another statement on Friday, August 29th, citing the illegal U-turn crash in Florida. They're saying this is what brought all of this on. I told y'all this is exactly what brought all of this on, man. They say this was a motivation to crack down on truck drivers that failed to meet the high standards of professionalism, and safety that our industry expects and the law demands. They got that written like, yo, y'all know what's about to happen. So they also saying qualified means you can speak English. It also means you can read the road signs. And it also means that you can understand safety rules and respect our laws. Qualified means you're not abusing alcohol or using drugs. Qualified means you've earned your CDL the right way, not through a rubber stamped process in some state that looks the other way. And it's a lot of states out there, man. And you got California as one. They listed so many states and they already know these places. So don't be surprised when you got the feds knocking at your door. If you own a small fleet and you haven't been doing it the right way, you got illegal immigrants even working around. They coming for sure. They trying to sweep, they trying to clean house. They trying to clean house, and there's a lot of people that's vouching for it because they like, hey, yo, man, the trucking industry has already been, damaged and tainted and all of these things, man. And it's crazy. Let's read on. The statement goes on to praise Transportation Safety Secretary Sean Duffy's recent announcement putting states on notice if they fail to uphold the updated English language proficiency requirements and the new pause on work visas for truck drivers. I'm telling y'all, they cracking down like for real. Every day they keep reiterating, yo, this is what's about to happen. This is what's about to happen. They cracking down every day. I've been seeing a lot of viral videos out there of truckers just getting pulled out their truck. They're kind of using this to stereotype and do all of these things with these truck drivers. If you out here and you bold, just sit down. That's it. I understand that you obtained your CDL and you got a company to maintain, but if you out here, sit down, man. It's a time to hold them and it's a time to fold them. Fold them. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't hold nothing because the government is on y'all ass, man, and they know what's going on. As the statement continues, it promotes an enforcement surge and criticizes disciplinary actions and enforces everything between the states, along with shady CDL meals. That's crazy. I just read that. CDL meals. So they know about the schools already, man. They know that you give them the 5,000 and then you get your CDL. They know this already. It says, okay, let's read that back over again. The issue CDLs to try, CDL mills that issue CDLs to drivers as long as they pay up. It then goes to point that out. While there may be plenty of CDL holders in the United States, counting all of them towards the number of actual drivers available to fill driving positions is reckless. How y'all feel about that in the chat? That's saying a lot. It's saying that they know. I need y'all to drop it in the comments right now. It's saying a lot. It's saying that, yo, we know what's going on. We know that people just paying money to obtain their CDL. And guess what? Your ass is on the chopping block. I'm glad that I have a lot of pride in my CDL, and I take it very serious. I'm a professional driver. I love to say that every time I'm sitting in the car with somebody and they try to point, hey man, look at that. I'm a professional driver. You forgot? But there's also people who paid to play. I'm glad that I earned my spot in this trucking industry. I'm glad that there's people behind me and there's people that's in front of me. They've already been there. They've taught us the game. A lot of people say, hey, this shit makes trucking look very, very, very disgraceful, which it does. And I understand that. But a lot of people got to also understand that there's people in this industry that really don't need to be here, especially if you're harming people, if you're harming families, if you're doing anything that's out of the professional realm of driving a commercial vehicle. You don't need to be on the damn interstate. You need to be in class somewhere. I'll give you the opportunity to drive a truck, but the orange man ain't doing none of that. He wants you out of here. That's what he wants. Let's go and read further, man. The overwhelming majority of Americans, 3.5 million professional drivers, take immense pride in their work. I'm here. I'm here, baby. We take immense pride in our work. They meet every requirement every day, and they move our economy forward with skill and responsibility. I like that. That just put chills on me reading that, but we do. We take our jobs really, like, it took me 5 times to get my CDL. And when I got it the fifth time, I really felt like I earned it, because I went back and I studied and I studied and I got it. It's people that paid for it. And a lot of people, they paid to be out here, they paid to play. But you could tell what's going on, man, that you do not have the right knowledge. You don't. I'm sorry, you don't care how long you've been driving the truck. If you got it illegally and you paid to play, you need to go ahead and turn that in, man. It ain't worth nothing. It's not. You ain't put the work behind it. Let's go on and read. But when unqualified drivers are allowed behind the wheel, they tarnish the reputation of the entire industry and undermine public trust. Our reputation is a lot, man. That's why I just said what I said, man. It's a lot, man. The last quote that they said, lowering the bar doesn't just threaten freight, it threatened lives. That's deep. This industry has lowered the bar and just let everybody in. When they said it was a trucker shortage, a trucker driver shortage, I don't really think it was, man. And then everybody came in and flooded the market. The industry came in and got jobs and got trucks, and they came in and they started tainting a good thing. When you got a beer, you don't want nobody putting water in a good beer. You want that beer straight up. That's to all my guys who drink beer. When you got a wine, ladies, you don't want to put ice cubes in your wine to destroy the quality and the value of the wine. You want it to stay strong. But this trucking industry is watered down now. All the veteran drivers are leaving the game. They turning their keys in, or they just parking their truck. They selling stuff, and they don't know. They no longer want to be a part of the game. And we need y'all here. Just let's think about 10 years from now when y'all gone. What type of drivers are going to be out there? What they're going to be teaching other drivers is crazy, man. It's really crazy. I just want to be here to give the information out, man. I feel like now, I'm one of those OG drivers, right? And I'm telling y'all through content, like this is what is expected out of a driver. Yes, I have made my mistakes down the line, but I'm here to teach you guys, like, yo, this is how we supposed to do it. Have pride in your work. Y'all see everything that I do is quality, man. Whether it's from, sometimes it's funny, but it's a lot informative. I take very high, respect and of this job here. It changed my life. And if you do it right, it'll change yours too. This your boy 18 Willing, man. Look, I love y'all. This another one, man. We've been gone for a little minute. If you've been with rocking with me all this week, y'all know what's up. So we still got content, man. We posting content day after day after day. I love y'all. Follow me on all platforms. You can see it right here at the bottom. We big out here. We growing. And I love y'all for support, man. That's another breaking news. Breaking news from your boy 18 Willing, man.